The three from Tatum. The three-point shot is pure for Tatum.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his second of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Jason Tatum. Garland is out there with Daniels. Then there's Donovan Clingan. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Now Tatum, after the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 7th assist here tonight. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Daniel. Now Garland. SGA defending. Down low. Holmgren with the steal. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Williams passes to Williams. Williams kicks to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Over Tatum. Rebound Boston. Clingan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Garland. And the shot goes down. Garland's got 6 points in the quarter.
Always good seeing a guard like Garland score inside.
Johnson in the corner. From the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Garland, the pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. Tatum comes right back with the 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Johnson outside. Holmgren looking around. Back to Johnson. The 3. And Boston with the rebound. Outside Garland. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Garland's got 11 points here in just the second half. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Thunder making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He loves their effort tonight. He said, quote, "This is how we wanted to come into this, looking to push the action, dictating the tempo. We are where we need to be to even things up." Of course, he's talking about the season series. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here is Daniels. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good.
And I love how hard Clingan works that offensive glass, using his size in that situation.
Johnson outside. Pass to Turner. Outside Williams. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
The kick out to Brown. Takes the 3. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Tatum.
A 3 of his own for Tatum. That is how you respond.
Here comes SGA. In the corner, Daniels to take the lead. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
3 points.
Garland's got 6 assists in the game. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Celtics.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
Here's Clingan. Pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Tatum's got 12 now in this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
SGA on the wing. Guarded by Garland. Now Johnson for three. And it doesn't go. Williams against Daniels. Here's Tatum. And Tatum driving.
No stranger to the big moment. What a play there from Tatum.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Oklahoma City trails by 4. Now Johnson. Now Gilgeous-Alexander takes the 13-footer, and he drains the J.
Well, it's a pivotal point in this game, and you expect SGA to step up.
Daniels against Johnson. Here's Tatum. The three goes down.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Now, here's SGA. Driving to the basket.
Well, Holmgren stepping up for his team. You know he loves this challenge.
Here's Tatum. Outside Brown. Tatum against Holmgren. Now Garland. Tatum with the screen on Turner. Turner with the steal. It's stolen by Brown. Oh, what a play inside.
That's just a great job of finishing by Cleveland.
Clingan, no good on that one. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that's in there.
And Garland is doing whatever he wants on offense, looking absolutely dominant.
SGA.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Celtics making a switch here. Clark's checked in. It's the first, and that trims the lead to 6. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Garland looking it over. And he does not hit.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open three.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander, and he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Adding these extra points is a huge difference this late in the game.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Tatum. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jayson Tatum.
Left side, Tatum. Pass to Garland. Now Daniels. The three is up. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Dortch checked in. Clark is checked in for Boston. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. We've got Miles Turner. Williams is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Lou Dort. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the one. Turner with it. Guarded now by Klingon. Dort outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to SGA. From deep three-point land. They get it again. Here's Holmgren. Chet going to work inside.
Yeah, and along with everything else he brings, Holmgren plays with a high motor.
Daniels outside. Back to Garland. Tatum from long range. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got assist number 5 here tonight. Williams against Tatum. Dort outside. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston pulls it in. Klingon's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Dort against Daniels. There's Tatum with the 3. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Turner finds SGA. Elbow shot. No good. In and out off the rim.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now here's Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
Yeah, always a threat to blow up. That's what SGA's done tonight.
Clark outside. Tatum from long range. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City trails by 5. Pass to SGA. Back to Williams. SGA with it. Launches it from deep. That doesn't go either for SGA.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
A nice shot by Klingon.
And Klingon just owns the middle.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Johnson, he's checked in for Dort. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. Coach told them to adjust on defense, saying they're calling it tight right now. We can keep the same effort, but less reaching in and all that. Don't let them beat us at the line. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Boston leading by 7.
And that's a sport. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
So it's Boston now. Here's Tatum. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Now here's Johnson. Turner, a screen on Daniels. Johnson passes to Turner, and the layup is good off the glass. Turner's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, Turner is used to absorbing contact on the way up. Terrific balance on display there.
Outside, Brown. And Turner with the block. And they're able to recover. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Celtics lead by 7.
When you're facing a guy as massive as Klingon, you really have to be smart about boxing him out. I mean, he is so good on the offensive boards to be so young.
Now here's Johnson. Over to the wing. Turner passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Daniels outside. Pass to Tatum. From downtown. Fires in the triple. Tatum's got 11 points in the quarter.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
SGA. And that basket is good.
And ladies and gentlemen, there's no wet spot out there. He was just broken down.
Yeah, you don't see guys weak-legged like that very often. We'll be seeing that play for weeks to come.
Now here's SGA. Johnson a screen on Garland. It's stolen by Daniels. And Boston pushing it up now. Jason Tatum. Tatum rips the three.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The three is in.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Boston leading by 9. Outside Garland. Here's Daniels. Tatum. Garland looking around. Takes a three. Yes, sir, with the three.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
He got it.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
On the wing, Tatum. Outside Garland. Here's Daniels. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Another chance. Ooh, it doesn't go.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
On the wing, Williams. SGA fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple. 40 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's the pass to Brown. Puts up the tray. The three ball is down.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Now here's SGA. Holmgren with a screen on Garland. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Clock at 6. Johnson. So we see Boston get the win here. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Here's Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Holmgren. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position. Daniels finds Klingon. Now Tatum. It's Tatum on the drive. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Tatum's got 14 points here in the second half. Garland against SGA. A shot, no good.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Now here's Tatum. Williams with the block.
That's just tremendous defensive intensity from J-Dub. That is a nice block.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Stolen by Garland. Pass to Tatum. A flush by Tatum.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Johnson. Rebound, Boston.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Now Garland. Brown outside. Outside Tatum. 4 on the shot clock. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And now just a 3-point Thunder lead.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Outside Williams. Back to SGA. Williams, a screen on Garland. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Plays it up and banks it in. SGA's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
On the wing, Daniels fires from deep, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. The Celtics making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Turner's checked in for Williams. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And here is Tatum. After the three-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Oklahoma City leading by 5. From 18 feet away. Yep, that one goes. 16 points for Chet Holmgren.
Their size and their skill, that's almost too easy for Chet Holmgren.
And here is Garland. Outside Tatum. Brown outside. Williams against Brown. Williams gets the bucket. And it's a 9-point Oklahoma City lead. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Boston trails by 12. Here's Brown. Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. No good again that time.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Celtics. 15-point game. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Johnson can't hit.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
It's Garland. Shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Holmgren. Now Johnson lets loose a 3. He drills the 3.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Daniels, he's checked in for Jackson. Brown with it. Tatum with the screen on Williams. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Yeah, the problem with Jason Tatum in the pick and roll is he can roll or pop, and that makes him hard to guard.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Gilgeous-Alexander. In close, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Dyson Daniel. He's off from 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the 4th. And good that time.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
In Game 3 of the NBA Championship Series is all but in the books. Congrats are in order tonight on an outstanding effort and a well-deserved victory for Oklahoma City.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
They really came to life in this game, and not a moment too soon as they're going to notch their first win of the finals here in Game 3.
Yeah, and it was a game they absolutely had to have. I mean, they knew the season was basically dependent upon this one, and boy, they put it all on the line here tonight. And now this championship series has taken a very intriguing turn.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
And so Tatum nails them both.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
Now here's Tatum. No good. Now here's Wallace. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Things were looking bleak for them, obviously, coming into this game. But with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling. And suddenly, we got a series on our hands.
We sure do. Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA against Garland. And that's a foul. Called on Donovan Clingan. That's his third foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Clark is checked in for Boston. Turner, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Johnson. On the wing, SGA, guarded by Garland. Turner, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Dyson Daniels out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Clingan. And it's Clark in at the four-man position. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Celtics. At one point, they led by 16. Outside Tatum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Boston leading by 6. And stolen by Williams. Here's the break. The pull-up. And Dort with the bucket on the assist from Williams.
You know, Dort doesn't show a lot of love to the mid-range, but he's smart to not completely overlook it.
Tatum works through the defense inside.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Here's SGA. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 in the second half.
And we've become used to seeing this from Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the most versatile and dominant scoring threats in today's game.
Here's Tatum. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Garland. Pass to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. With the crossover. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Williams finds Holmgren. 4-3, Holmgren.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Outside Tatum. Daniels outside. Pass to Garland. Now here's Clingan. Not a lot of room. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Tatum can't hit. Oklahoma City trails by 3. Dort for 3. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Garland. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Turner, a screen on Clark. From deep, Holmgren. Boston pulls it in. Daniels has got 4 rebounds now. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Turner against Clark. Up top, Holmgren. Holmgren for 2.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Pass to Clark. Garland feeling it out a bit. Back to Clark. Now Tatum to halt the run. JT for 3.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Brown, he's checked in for Clark. Johnson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He laid into the team about being over-aggressive. He said, quote, "You're letting them get to the line as much as they want. We've got to dial back some of the physicality because it's getting us in trouble. Guys, let's see if they can ease up here."
Allie, thank you. Here's Tatum following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Here's the teardrop. Turner with a rebound. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Garland against SGA. Tatum outside. Nice look inside from Tatum.
I do not care what kind of game he is having. In these moments, Tatum is just different.
Gilgeous-Alexander lays it in easily.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Outside Garland for three. Williams rips down the board. Oklahoma City shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. Holmgren with a big reach.
Fearless. Holmgren wants to take those big shots. Wow.
Out of bounds is the Oklahoma City's ball.
Brutal play at this point. It's frustrating because they've battled so hard all night.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Steps back. Here's the pass to Williams. Money from 3.
The guys can get forgotten about in the corner. Always got to keep an eye on Williams.
Tatum against Holmgren. Here's Daniels. Garland. And again, another missed shot.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
SGA can't hit it. And for Boston, they're shooting right below 40% here in the fourth. He gets it to go.
And Garland just delivers in a crucial moment. What a shot.
SGA against Garland. Banks it home. Big shot.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
Here's Daniels from downtown. Let's loose for 3. The triple drop.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Now here's Tatum. And stolen by Holmgren. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he'll sit the rest of this one out.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Showing great confidence from the line. That makes this a 2-possession game.
And Boston calls time here. They're behind by 5. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They've got to take the first good look they get.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did it.
And Boston calls time here. They're down by 4. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Good on the first, and that'll put them up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Here's Daniels to tie it up. Can't get the 3. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. A huge victory for them, knotting this series at 2.
We've got ourselves a series, folks. Neither team with much of an advantage. It's a tight one.
Game 4 of the NBA Finals is in the books. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Take a break. For the second break. 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. On the court for the Celtics. Tatum out there with Clark. And there's Jackson. And it's Peeler in at the shooting guard.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And here's Jackson. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Turner with a screen for Johnson. From down in the low post, it goes. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Turner. Back to Dort. The tray. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Tatum against Holmgren. Here's Peeler. Good on the bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
For 3, Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Drives to the hoop. Here's Peeler. Off on the layup.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Johnson gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Here's Tatum. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Clark with a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range. Clark's got 5 points now this quarter.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
With a chance to take command in this series, he did everything. That is the kind of killer instinct you need in the playoffs. Williams finds Johnson. Over Jackson. A shot by Johnson, no good. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Shots good by Peeler.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. On the wing, Williams. The Thunder with another miss. Boston shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Jackson with it, picked up by Turner. Jackson passes to Peeler. Back to Jackson, lets the three fly, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Johnson. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. And for the Celtics, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Peeler. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside Williams. On the wing, Johnson. Beyond the arc. It's Clark with the rebound.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
Good on the shot.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Thunder. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
For Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Jackson passes to Phillips. Jackson against Johnson. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Phillips' shot is off. The Thunder shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Good. And that's now 9 points for Williams. Here's Jackson. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Phillips. He's guarded by Williams. And here's Jackson. Shoots the three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Now here's Turner. Johnson surveying the floor for the three. And Boston with the rebound. Outside Jackson. Shoots over Turner. Boston, no good that time either. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Now here's James. To the middle, here's Richards, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
On the wing, Johnson. There's the three. The rebound by James. Boston shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Outside Jackson. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Richards, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
And they came to play tonight, asserted their will, a terrific performance, and it'll go down as a crucial Game 5 win for Boston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this win will put them right on the cusp of the championship. They'll be holding a 3-2 lead with 2 shots to win the title.
Yeah, and it looks like they're fully prepared to get the job done in Game 6. This was no fluke performance tonight. This was a team asserting itself and showing it has the ability to rise up when the stakes are at their absolute highest.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Now here's Williams. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe
right.
just a little bit easier, knowing
goodness.
they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Oh, just gigantic, you're right. And that concludes our coverage of Game 5 of the NBA Finals. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Glover, pass to Turner. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Soft touch off the glass. Turner's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, I like when Turner seeks out his offense like this. Great job being aggressive in close.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Jalen Williams is out there with Holmgren. Then there's Miles Turner. Then there's Johnson. And it's Glover in at the point guard position. Kept alive. Here's Williams. Tatum with the block.
Outstanding defense from Tatum. You know he can protect the rim. You love that from a wing.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Clark comes in for Tatum. And it's Jackson in for Garland. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The shot by Johnson, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Brown. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Johnson. And here is Williams. Outside Johnson. Holmgren with a screen on Daniels. Bam! Ted rocking the rim.
And great coordination there. Holmgren is so effective in pick and roll and in pick and pop.
Jackson with a screen on Johnson. Now here's Klingon. Outside, Brown. 4-3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Johnson with a bucket.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Now here's Brown. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Williams.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Deflected! Daniels against Johnson. Daniels with it. Pass to Brown. From 12 feet. Again, Brown missing.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Brown. Jackson left side. Back to Brown. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
As the game has gone on, they've had trouble protecting the rock. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the official.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And Boston with some changes. Jason Tatum comes in for Clark. And Darius Garland subbed in for Daniels. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And here's Tatum. Pass to Garland. Now Jackson. Watched by Wallace. They still need this. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Tatum's got 48.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for Jackson. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Brown. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Holmgren with the block.
Yeah, premier shot blocker. Holmgren may be slight of frame, but he's never running from the fray.
Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. From deep, Johnson. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Garland. Back to Tatum. From 9 feet out. Oh, connects again.
goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside, Williams. Here's Holmgren. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Now here's Tatum. Now Garland. Here's the pass to Brown. Outside Garland. Fires the 3. Oh, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Beyond the arc. Ooh, the shot misses.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Brown. Holmgren there for the rebound.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
And stolen by Brown. Jason Tatum. Good. He hits again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Johnson. Oh, off target from downtown. Boston leading by 12. Oh, the shot is off.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Holmgren against Garland. Now here's Klingon. Turner covers. Here's a pass to Tatum. Another shot. Tries yet again. Holmgren there for the rebound. Oklahoma City trails by 12.
That's going to do it for this game. These teams, the entire season, what an unbelievable journey. It'll be a hoisting of the Larry O'Brien for the Celtics.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Well, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And our season comes to a close tonight. They win the finals 4-2, putting this series away.
And they get to celebrate tonight instead of starting to prepare for Game 7. What a night for this team, this city. And I just want to commend everyone in the league for a great season.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jason Tatum.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Oh, and it's over! They are the NBA champions! What an incredible ride! Culminating in a championship. What a team! This will go down as one of the great sports moments in the history of this city. And listen to this crowd. Players talk about having to tune out the noise and focus on the task at hand. This is the noise they've been waiting to hear all year long.
Absolutely incredible. And look at the guys celebrating, understanding the work, the sacrifice, the discipline that goes into winning a championship in this building.
Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.